So guys, today back from a video on the channel today. We're here before the Newcastle United versus Chelsea preview. It's a massive game for both clubs. Before I start off the video, I'm going to quickly talk about the schedule for most match weeks going into the games, so the video times and stuff. And I'm going to try and keep this consistent so you guys can get the videos and you know when the videos are going to be coming out. So, on a Wednesday, this is when the preview will be coming out, on a Wednesday if the game's on a Saturday. So, that will be it, right? So if the game's on a Sunday, it'll be a Friday, Saturday, then the game on Sunday. If the game's on a Saturday, it'll be Wednesday, and then the FIFA video pack opening on a Thursday, and then the predict team on the Friday, and then the videos out on the Saturday for the game. That's going to be the schedule for the previews on a Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Every time, 5 o'clock. That's what I'm going to be planning on doing. For the pack opening, it'll just be around 7 till 8 o'clock, and then for the predicted team on a Friday, 4:30. So make sure to stay tuned for them times. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yes, let's get into this preview between Newcastle United and Chelsea. So going into the game on Saturday, it's a massive game for both clubs. Looking at Chelsea's form, they're on some good form. In their last four, they've won them all. They haven't really played anyone apart from Lille in the Champions League, but they have got a hard group. Obviously, they lost to Valencia 1-0 and they lost to Liverpool 2-1. But apart from that, I cannot really see Chelsea doing that bad on Saturday. 7-1 win against Grimsby Town in the League Cup, beat Brighton 2-0, and then they obviously beat Lille 2-1, and then they beat Southampton 4-1, and that was a good result. So looking at Chelsea, they've obviously had some players called up to the England side. Mason Mount, Tomori, Tammy Abraham, youngsters getting ready for the Chelsea team. And they've got some decent players. Obviously the transfer ban, it didn't help them, and they did lose some key players in the transfer window, like Eden Hazard, David Luiz and more. So it was hard for them in the transfer window, but so far this season, 5th in the league. I said in my prediction video at the start of the season that Chelsea would get Champions League football, and from the way they're playing, some exciting football with such a different squad that we're used to from Chelsea. It is nice to see. Obviously Chelsea going into the game, Frank Lampard, he used to love a goal against Newcastle. I remember that 3-2 win when Moussa Sissoko scored on in the 90th minute. He scored a worldie in that game, Frank Lampard. He knows Newcastle quite well. So going into the game, it will be a different game to what we are expecting. Stamford Bridge is a hard stadium to go to, so if we do pick up any sort of point, it will be great. But obviously from our win against Manchester United, the squad's on a high international break. It was a good time for the international break. We've just beaten Manchester United, and now we can all regroup and be united. Going into the game on against Chelsea, obviously they've got some key players. Tomori, Jorginho, Tammy Abraham, as I mentioned. Willian for me is one of the best wingers in the league. You might think, what? But I generally think Willian is so underrated. He is really good in my opinion. Obviously N'Golo Kante, Olivier Giroud can do a job. I think Kepa's a really good goalkeeper. His aerial reflexes are absolutely spot on, and he's up there for being so young. He's up there with being one of the best keepers in the Premier League. They have got a decent side, but if you look at their bench, if they've got their start 11, they haven't really got anyone to bring on who can absolutely go at us. The likes of, like, looking at their squad now, I really don't know. Ross Barkley maybe, Callum Hudson-Odoi, they don't really stick out. Ross Barkley done well for England, but he's not that great of a player. But going into the game, it will be a tough game, but I'm hoping that we can get something. Let's talk about Newcastle United now, and I'm very excited for this game, yeah. So going into the game on Saturday, Newcastle United are facing Chelsea, as I've said many times. Looking at the form Newcastle have been on, it's not great, but getting that win against Manchester United was absolutely fantastic. From losing 5-0 to Leicester to then beating Manchester United, you've got to give Steve Bruce credit, you really do. And no Newcastle fan wants to say that, but we do. And I don't think Steve Bruce got enough credit from the Manchester United game. If that was Rafa Benitez, every Newcastle fan was saying, oh, that was a Rafa Benitez masterclass. No one said that about the Manchester United win. they were all about Mighty Longstaff, which is understandable because it was his debut, and I understand that. And I was praising Mighty Longstaff, but I didn't really see much praise for Steve Bruce. Why that is? Because fans don't want him here. I'm still not convinced, but I will support Steve Bruce until he does leave the club, and I do want him to do well. I want him to prove me wrong, because I was so gutted when he signed for the club. So when he came in, obviously we were not happy, but Spurs away, we got the win. Manchester United at home. Can we do another top 6 club? Chelsea, let's see, because it is a tough game. It really is a tough game. Chelsea, good team. We've had a good start, and then Newcastle cannot make a change for this game. You've got to keep the exact 11. Paul Dummett came out and spoke about him getting dropped for Kieran Clark. He said he was disappointed, but Clark done a really good job, and he wants to fight for his place now, and he's grateful for Clark to getting his opportunity in the Premier League. And I think that's really kind from Paul Dummett, because some players be, I want to leave the club now and stuff. He's got a great attitude. So obviously, going into the game, Alan St-Maximin is our key player. He is so good on the ball, and if he has a good run in the first minute, like he did against Manchester United, and played that ball to Miguel Ami one, we can have a good game. But we've got to use him to when we actually do get the ball. I'm not expecting him to get the ball, run down the line, and get past the player 10 out of 10 times. But he does try and do that, and he does give you something, which is absolutely fantastic from the lad, and we have to use him as much as possible going into the game on Saturday. Anyways, lads, I haven't got really much else to say. Let me know your score predictions in the comment section down below. At this present time, brutally honest, I'm going to have to say 2-1 Chelsea. They look very strong at home, but you never know with Newcastle United these days. We can go and lose 5-0 at Leicester, but then beat Manchester United 1-0 and beat Spurs, so anything can happen in the Premier League. Anyways, lads, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to jot down the new times for the schedule for the videos. Obviously, going on to the future of the channel now, I want to keep the times sort of the same. But make sure I follow the Instagram. That does give me a lot of help. Obviously, I've done quite well. If you don't follow it and you haven't really known, basically my one got taken down from the Spurs game, and Jonathan scored his goal, posted the goal on Instagram, but got taken down. I'm already at 1,200 followers, and I am grateful for that. So some of my posts are doing really good. Some of them are doing better than the ones that are on my main, on the other ones. So if you want to go and follow it, will leave a link in the description. Make sure to go and follow it. Anyways, lads, I'll see you all in the next one. It'll be the FIFA pack opening tomorrow, the predicted team on Friday, and then the game on Saturday. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one.